Y'all gotta hear what this lady has to say. All I can do is shake my head. Y'all check this out.
This lady tweeted and she was like, it really don't take a lot of money to be romantic. It's really just about thoughtfulness, and that's a lot of y'all problem. And I replied, and I was like, I agree. And I was sharing how one day I was at the grocery store. My man called me, and he was like, what are you doing? And I told him, and he was like, what store? And I told him, and then we was just talking while I'm shopping. I go to check out. I get to the front of the store. He's dancing at the front of the store with a smoothie and snacks and stuff, surprising me. And I was so happy. And he rolled my cart out, put my groceries in my car, and I was happy the rest of the day with it. And they are in the quotes doing what they do on Twitter. Why didn't he pay for the groceries? Maybe I'm the problem. I would have just had him pay for the groceries. I don't even like this, because why didn't he buy the groceries? Did y'all miss the part where we were talking about how romance is not expensive? I was sharing a very small, kind, thoughtful, funny gesture that I enjoyed, that I was happy with, that I felt like was romantic in a way that I received. And y'all are in the quotes dragging the foot of it because he didn't buy the groceries. I already paid for the groceries. I could buy my own groceries. And this ain't about big things that he has done or more expensive things. We're talking about affordable ways to be romantic. And y'all are actively in the quotes making it unaffordable. And this is exactly what the problem is. You can feel however you want to feel, but we are talking about small, affordable things. We're talking about how romance don't take a lot of money. I spent $250 on my groceries that day. I created a budget for those groceries. I wanted those groceries. That didn't even have nothing to do with him. He didn't even know I was going to the store. We don't live together. He is not my husband. He is not obligated to buy me groceries. And y'all in the comments on Twitter in the quotes just like really dragging the hell out of this for absolutely no reason. And it was just a cute gesture. That was romantic. That's it.
Quick question. When did this he needs to pay for the groceries thing start? When did that happen? Where did that come from? Because that wasn't happening before. Women weren't expecting you to pay for the groceries just because you were in the grocery store. Like if you try to holler at a girl in the grocery store and she's near the checkout and you don't offer to pay for the groceries, there's women out there who will think something's wrong with you. Why is that a thing? Like when did that enter the conversation? This lady is 100% correct. Everything she said was 100% correct. That man was not obligated to pay for her groceries. Like she said, she had a budget for her groceries. She wasn't expecting him to pay for the groceries. What he did was enough for the situation they were in. They're not married. They don't live together. Him showing up with the smoothie and the snacks or the treats or whatever he had, that was the gesture. Not paying for the groceries. And the fact that they were complaining about him paying for the groceries in the same post where it was supposed to be about not spending money lets me know exactly who these women are. Now let's be very clear. The women who are screaming this in the comments, those women are broke. Broke women say stuff like that. I'm just being honest with you. Women with money or women who budget their money like this young lady, they're not expecting a man to do that. Only broke women who don't have the money to pay for their groceries is expecting someone to pay for their groceries. That is why that's where their mind went. Because they're thinking if I'm in a grocery store and I have to spend $250, but that means now I have to figure out how I'm gonna pay my car insurance, why can't this man pay for my groceries so now I can pay my car insurance? That's how they think. It isn't about you being a man or that's what makes you a man. It is about them not being able to pay their car insurance. That's what it's about. So the women in the comments, they're broke. They are broke or they're on the borderline of being broke. It is what it is. And can't nobody convince me otherwise because it's just foolishness. What that man did was absolutely fine. I love that she's pointing this out because women need to start calling these women out. We do. We need more women to call them out like she's doing. Let them know they sound stupid. Let them know they sound ignorant because that's what this is. It's ignorant. There was nothing wrong with her story. And I will be honest with you. If more men could date women with the mindset of this one, you will see more relationships. Because I'm thinking if she's the type of chick who's talking like this, she's probably like that in other levels of the relationship as well. She's probably not expecting him to pay the rent, get her hair and nails done, because she has a budget for that. She has a little money in her bank account, and if she doesn't, she still understands that it's not his responsibility. That's what we need. There will be way more men willing to jump into these relationships if there are more women like this. And I just have to point this out because a lot of men love to come in here and talk about how all black women are this, all black women are that. There are good black women out here. There are some bad ones too, and I bet a lot of them was in those comments. But there are black women out here who think like this. There are black women out here with the right mindset. And when I talk about me wanting to be with a black woman, I am talking about a black woman who thinks like this, and not the ones in those comments.
A man watches this right now. What do you think he thinks about you?
He's probably gonna think that we're whores because we're on 6th Street. I'm not a sufficient woman because I am outside.
Right. We're not good women because we're outside. But we don't give a damn. Do you pay my bills? No.
It's my birthday, so I had to take off. I had to take off my 7 days a week to party.
Well, let's be real. Why would a man want a woman who is out here?
It don't matter.
I just feel like
I'm just gagging at these f***ing questions. Can I get a different one?
I can't answer this
Something
one.
real. Some real.
Answer that question again. I'm so sorry.
Would you date a guy who you met out here?
No.
Wait a damn minute.
I have. It was one of my greatest relationships. I can't lie to you.
One of your greatest relationships.
Was strangely meeting somebody
She's
outside.
lying.
It was a nice relationship.
Where's he at now?
He's in Tennessee.
Anyways, we don't f- with niggas on 6th Street. If you go to 6th Street, you ain't
I feel like we shouldn't be judged based on how much we party.
This is the hypocritical garbage that I'll be talking about. It's so funny to me how so many women do not understand how hypocritical they are. She literally blew off the fact that it was fine to meet a girl down there, but as soon as he brought up meeting a guy down there, that was the end of the world. She just couldn't see that that was a problem. She was talking like nothing was wrong. This is the issue I have with a lot of you women. Y'all just can't see things through another lens. You only can see it through your lens. And it drives me crazy. It was the exact same question. There was nothing different. There was no problem with one side, but on the other side, it was a problem. This is why I just can't take many of you seriously, because y'all just say stuff for whatever reason, and there's many of them. Y'all believe nothing applies to you. Everything applies to the men, but nothing applies to you. Y'all just can't see it, and this just drives me crazy. This is why so many men are frustrated. She looked right into the camera and said, if a man is on 6th Street, he ain't about nothing. You're on 6th Street. Man, I can't deal with these people. And both of you are dressed like prostitutes, so that makes it even worse. This is insane. And I'm so tired of money coming up every time you ask a woman a question. Do you think it's okay for a woman to do this? Are you paying my bills? Really? So everything revolves around somebody paying your bills? I'm so tired of that. But anyway, if there is an issue with a man being on that street, there should be the same issue with a woman being on that street. And I have no idea what this street is, but apparently this is not the place you need to be hanging out.
Red flag in dating is when a guy randomly calls you during a random time of the day because he thought of you.
I can't take it anymore!
And I know you might be thinking how cute it is because he thought of you randomly throughout the day and he probably misses you and he's reaching out to see what you're up to because he just loves you so much and he wants to talk with you.
Yes.
That's not the case. When a man randomly calls you, randomly reaches out, and this could also be the 3 a.m. booty call, okay? He's not thinking about your convenience. He's not thinking about if this fits into your schedule. All he can think about is, I'd rather get a piece of her right now, so I'm gonna reach out. And I don't care what time of the day it is because I want access to her.
I am so tired of these damaged women coming online, saying whatever they want to say, and trying to convince other women to join along. She just said if a man is thinking about you throughout the day and decides to call you, something is wrong with it. Now, I agree with her. If a man is calling you at 3 a.m. and it's not your man, yeah, he just wants a booty call. But she is talking about normal times throughout the day. So if I like a girl and everything is going well and I'm thinking about her throughout my day and I want to call her on my lunch break, I'm a red flag now? See, the problem is you're thinking about Pookie and Tyrone because everything they do is a red flag. If they call you, text you, if they pick you up for a date, everything they do is a red flag. And you're mixing that in with the normal guys. If a normal dude is dating a normal woman and he decides to call her on his way home from work because he's thinking about her, that's normal, lady. I keep saying these single ladies are going to keep you single. Stop listening to them, ladies. If you got a man and he's thinking about you throughout the day and he's a good man and you're a good woman and you guys are building a relationship, there's a good chance that he likes you. Of course, you have to look at other things. If he never wants to spend time with you, he never wants to go out with you, if when he does call you on the phone, all he does is talk about something sexual, yes, the man is wasting your time. But like I said, that's what Pookie and Tyrone do. I'm talking about a regular guy in a regular situation. If he does that, that means he likes you. And this woman is telling ladies that this is a red flag. I swear you cannot make this up. These women are out of control. What she should be doing is saying, stop dating the Chads and Tyrones and start dating normal dudes and you won't have to deal with this stuff. But she ain't gonna talk about that because she wants to keep you women single just like her. She wants to drag you down right there with her. If y'all listen to this fool, that's exactly where you're gonna be.
Just shut up, shut up, shut up, just shut up, shut up.
DeAndre Ayton, he's the center for the Los Angeles Lakers. He flew out an IG model to an island, Turks and Caicos, on his private jet, and he was expecting something to pop off. Apparently, she didn't want to do anything, so he and his security team left her out there. Now, everybody's calling him a bad dude for doing it. Do I think he's a bad dude for doing that? Not really. Do I think he's a petty dude for doing that? Yes, that's very petty. But I can clearly see what happened here. They just didn't communicate. It's so crazy to me. You're a millionaire. You can get all these girls girls, but you're too scared to call this girl or text her and say, you know what's going down when we get there? How hard is that? Even though everybody and their mother knows what your intentions are, you are making it very clear to her. At the same time, she could have said before she got there that she had no intentions of going there with you. This way, you could have canceled the flight and everything would have been good. So I blame both of them for the communication. But to me, it is weird because I have no idea what she thought was going to happen when she went out there. Why did you think he was asking you to come? What did you think they need one more person so they can get a game of 5-on-5 basketball going? What did you think you were coming there for? That's why I know for a fact this girl was playing games with him. But I really made this video to talk about something else. There was another guy on TikTok that I ran across and he made a great point. Y'all check this out.
Now I seen this post come down my timeline. It's about DeAndre Ayton leaving old girl wherever he left. What was it, Punta Cana or something like that? It don't matter. But it says once a woman refuses sex anytime thereafter, that sex could be considered harassment or coercion or even rape. By removing her and not having any further contact, there's a dividing line showing that sex was refused and sex never occurred, thus thwarting in future sexual assault cases, both civilly and criminally. He just saved himself by having that woman removed. And I totally agree. Because just like it says, if y'all still have sex after she refuses sex, even though it may be consensual, she still may come back and say that, oh, you did such and such to her. Just like we see all these other people that's getting in trouble years and years later. She may wait till you get that next big payday and then decide, oh, you know what? That time we was in Punta Cana, he essayed me. Now you out of half of that money, maybe even more. Even look at Shannon Sharp. A lot of times this stuff be consensual and these women still come back and get you with something. So don't even play no games. He left her. I would have left her too. People was mad about it, but look, you got to wipe your hands clean of some of this stuff. Let them be mad. You're not finna get no charges put on you. I know that.
So for any of you high-earning men, athletes, or whatever, y'all need to hear what your man is saying because he may have prevented himself from being put in a bad situation by handling it the way he did. So y'all need to think about that as well. On top of that, you got to look at it from the Diddy angle as well because they basically tried to prosecute him for doing exactly what he did. Flying somebody in just so y'all can get it in and you giving them money or whatever, there's a chance that that might can be considered a crime. And honestly, I don't want to play those type of games. So you men out there doing these activities just need to be careful, all right? But leave your thoughts in the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.